It was a Sunday afternoon, the kind that carried with it a sense of quiet comfort, where the world outside seemed to slow down. The sunlight streamed lazily through the windows, filling the living room with a golden warmth. Sarah, my wife, sat curled on the couch, her attention casually fixed on a glossy magazine. I sat across from her in my favorite chair, enjoying the stillness of the moment, letting the peace of the day wrap around me like a soft blanket. For a brief while, everything felt simple, ordinary, even perfect. Then the phone rang. The sharp sound broke through the silence like glass shattering against stone. I glanced at the screen, noticing an unfamiliar number. My first instinct was to ignore it, but curiosity got the better of me. Without thinking, I swiped to answer. "Hello," I said, my voice carrying hesitation I felt inside. "Is this Mark?" a woman's voice asked. Calm on the surface, yet tinged with a tension that immediately set me on edge. "Yes, this is Mark. Who's calling?" My heart gave an uneasy thump, as though warning me before my mind could catch up. "This is Jennifer," she said after a pause. "I think you need to hear something." The silence that followed seemed endless. The seconds stretched, heavy with a weight I couldn't yet define. I felt the air shift in the room, as if some invisible hand had drawn the warmth out of it. I glanced at Sarah. She looked up briefly, unaware of the storm that was about to rip through our lives. Jennifer's next words were hesitant, almost reluctant, as though speaking them aloud cost her something. "Mark, I don't know how to say this, but I've been seeing your wife." Her confession hit me like a physical blow. My chest tightened. The blood drained from my face, leaving me cold and trembling. I clutched the phone tighter, as though the strength of my grip could anchor me to the reality I thought I knew. I turned my eyes toward Sarah, her expression unreadable, calm in a way that only fueled my dread. "What do you mean seeing her?" I forced the words out, though my voice cracked with disbelief. Jennifer's voice shook now, her guilt seeping through every syllable. "She's been having an affair with my husband for the past 6 months. I think it's time you knew the truth." The room spun. Her words reverberated in my skull, each one slicing deeper than the last. 6 months. 6 months of lies, of betrayal, of nights where I thought she was mine alone. My knees felt weak and my world tilted. Sarah sat there, silent. Finally, she spoke, her tone carefully measured. "Who is this woman, Mark?" she asked, as if nothing unusual had been said, as if the truth wasn't unraveling right in front of us. I stared at her, my voice trembling as I repeated Jennifer's revelation. "You've been sleeping with her husband, Sarah, for 6 months." For the first time in our marriage, I saw fear flicker in her eyes. She stood slowly, her gaze darting toward the door like a cornered animal. But there was no escape from the truth. "I didn't want you to find out like this," she whispered, her voice eerily calm. "I never wanted to hurt you, Mark. It just happened. Just happened." Those words rang hollow, echoing the emptiness now growing between us. How could something so devastating just happen? I wanted to scream, to demand answers, to make sense of betrayal. But I found myself paralyzed, locked in numb disbelief. Then Jennifer's voice came again, soft but devastating. "Mark, I'm not the only one. She's been seeing other men too. She's been living a double life." The pit in my stomach deepened. My breath caught in my throat. It wasn't just one affair, it was many. Every memory I had with Sarah, every promise, every moment of intimacy, suddenly felt poisoned. "Why?" I whispered, my voice breaking. Sarah's eyes finally welled with tears, her composure cracking. "I was lost," she admitted. "I didn't know how to tell you. I didn't know how to break it without destroying everything." But Jennifer wasn't done. Her next words cut through me with merciless precision. "Mark, she's been planning to leave you. She's been telling people she's done with you, that she doesn't love you anymore." The silence that followed was suffocating. My entire world collapsed in that moment. The foundation of my marriage, of my trust, of the future I thought I had, all of it reduced to rubble. I turned to Sarah, unable to recognize the woman before me. My chest ached. My heart shattered into pieces too small to ever fit back together. I thanked Jennifer quietly for telling me the truth, though the gratitude tasted bitter on my tongue. When I ended the call, the room was deathly still. Sarah stood there, broken yet strangely calm, and I stood across from her, my life crumbling around me. The silence was unbearable, filled with the ghosts of love, trust, and promises that no longer existed. The life I had known was gone. In its place was only betrayal, uncertainty, and a question that now echoed in my mind. What would you do if you were in my shoes? Could you ever trust again after such a betrayal? Tell me, because right now I can't find the answer.